Hey guys, Nicholai here. I'm just reacting to something quickly on the timeline, which I thought is important, and I just want to give my thoughts on a couple things. So there are some Orthodox people who would prefer Orthodox completely divorce themselves from any of these kind of online, like popular things, don't engage in the popular culture at all, and just kind of like be above it all. And oh, so VTubing, you can't be a VTuber because XYZ, it's just not good image for Orthodox. That seems to be the general disposition of some people in the Orthodox sphere. But I think actually it's good that we have people that are getting involved in like VTubing that are Orthodox. I think there's nothing inherently wrong with it, and I think that's an important thing to remember, that there's the internet or any of these various technologies are not inherently evil. It is how it's being used that's evil. Now, Celeste, who is a VTuber, who is a recent Orthodox catechumen, recently shouted me out. So I was perusing through their timeline and I saw that they had a men's rights where they were raising money for giving kudos to men and like shouting men out and just being a very like positive. Oh, there we are. VTubers supporting men in November through gaming. And they're trying to raise 5,000. I think they just hit 500, which is 10%. That's very great. That's great stuff. That's awesome. And then said, I'll be creating a kudo board where we can leave uplifting messages for men. And just generally seems like a really positive person, a really positive way of reaching out to people, and really positive messages and things of that nature. And it's great. But anyways, a very, I wouldn't say huge VTuber, if my understanding is correct, they're actually relatively small. But a trans VTuber, a man pretending to be a woman, uh, decided to just go on a huge, just rant and hate spree towards Celeste. Now, how do we know? How do we know that Nyra in this little thing right here, which they're talking about, is talking about Celeste? Well, here's how we know. Now it's November. Quick reminder that the Pick Me VTubers, Celeste is what they're referring to, saying men's mental health matters while exploiting lonely men and claiming all their problems are caused by feminism isn't actually fixing mental health, it's just actively exploiting them. If you want to do something for men's mental health, tell your male audience that it's okay to have emotions other than anger. Men, believe it or not, most men are not angry. It's always funny to me. Yeah, we're like, there's men that are a little like irritated by the fact that we're always treated as the worst thing on the planet, and we're constantly blamed for all of the woes of society and things like that. Yeah, sure, we're irritated by it, but your average man is not like going around like just bitter at the world about it. There are some like that, of course, but I mean that's to be expected. That's going to be true in all times of society, right? But the reason we know that this Nyra person is referring to Celeste is because they posted on the kudos board NyaraVT just spamming men are trash, men are trash, men are trash, men are trash, men are trash. It's like, okay, so um all their problems are not caused by feminism. Meanwhile, literally one of the most common things that feminists say. And then let's not even get into the fact that you're a dude. Like, you right here, you're a dude. You're just pretending. It's so insulting. I've never understood this. It is massively insulting to see this happen. Now, there is an ongoing, from my understanding, again, I am very boomerish on this stuff. I'm not actively involved in any of these things, but from my understanding, based on people that I've reached out to and talked to, there's kind of this little mini VTuber war happening where a lot of them are taking sides. A lot of the woke people are really upset because some of the biggest VTubers on the platforms are coming out and just basically saying, yeah, we're done with this, like, we're done with hating on men, we're done with this liberalism, we're done with like catering to like LGBTQ stuff. And it's also happening amongst the streamers out there. People like Asmon Gold, right? Asmon Gold is getting a lot of flack for just being as big of a streamer as he is, and calling people out, and he's not even that right wing. Like, Asmongold is pretty mid-tier right wing. I wouldn't say he's like the lowest of the low or anything like that, but he's not like left wing by any stretch. I think he's pretty much a centrist. I would call him a centrist. I mean, if anyone's right wing, I'm about as far right as one can get in terms of I'm not like not in the classical way that people always frame it, which is like fascist, but I'm a monarchist, which is about pretty far right, you know. A different section of right wing, but I'm a monarchist, right? Now let's look at Tectone, another person that was relatively apolitical until he was forced into the right wing sphere by them constantly attempting to cancel him, constantly trying to destroy him and destroy his life. So it's like it's funny that the beast that these people, not like Nyra and all these people are complaining about all the time, is the very one that they created. They created this beast. So shout out to Celeste. I know most of my followers probably aren't interested in that kind of content, but go give her a shout out. Go give her some support and love. And if you have children, you know, you're talking about somebody who's actually clean, that isn't going to be, cussing and teaching them how to be trans and things like that. You're talking about somebody that's actually wholesome. I would say of all the content your kids could be consuming, which, let's be real, they're going to consume it, getting them involved in creators that are actually positive and have positive messages and are wholesome chungus, like wholesome chungus stuff. That's the best in terms of memes and like popular pop culture that I got, guys. So you're gonna have to forgive me. That's about all I got. I didn't even realize what wholesome chungus was until a couple of years ago. So I was like, what the hell does wholesome chungus mean? But anyways, guys, this is a totally off the mark video. I just wanted to let you guys know, please support people like that. I appreciate all the support that I've gotten. It's only been, like I said, it's been slightly longer than a month, maybe a month and a half. No, a month and like a few days at this point. And since I started this YouTube experiment, and it's been remarkably interesting to see so much support. I will be producing a scripted video for members. It's members exclusive. And members exclusive is going to be very focused for like the first. It's going to be members exclusive for like the first like 3 or 4 days. Okay, so members get that first like little sneak peek into it, and it's a scripted video where I lay out my case and my thoughts on race and orthodoxy, miscegenation, and things like that, because I've been asked several times now to actually produce a video about that, because there is a concern that a lot of people have, and I think that it needs to be addressed on some level. So it will be members exclusive, and then it will go open to the public about 3 days later. So I think it's going to be dropping in a day or two. I'm still working on the script, and my scripts are very like bullet pointy. I basically it's like stream of consciousness with some bullet points to help keep me on track. So I hope that works. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and please support Orthodox content creators, support Orthodox businesses, support Orthodox people, and frankly, support people that are just not insane. Like, we really need to support the non-insane on this. But also, go to this kudo board. I have no idea what a kudo board is. Again, I'm totally like lost on this. Leave a positive message so that we can drown out this ridiculous message here. And I myself will be posting something soon. So, men are the worst thing to appear funny because you're literally a man. This is a grift from somebody who knows they're pandering and taking advantage of lonely men. Pick me Vtuber saying men's mental health matters while exploiting lonely men and claiming all their problems are caused by feminism isn't actually fixing mental health, it's exploiting them. It's just funny. It's just funny. that these are the types of people. Like, you posted 3 different times on this kudos board just to try and, like, shame men. It's absolutely insane. Share this with other VTubers. Share this and make this go wildly viral. Wildly viral. Not just this, but also her little campaign here. Her GoFundMe campaign to support mental health. Let's see if I can find the... There it is. Tiltify. I didn't even know this was a thing either. See, I'm so out of the blue here. Share this with other major VTubers. Tag them, share it. You know, it's time that we actually support men. And any donation is going to go to Movember Foundation is a leading mental health charity tackling men's health on a global scale. Year-round, we're addressing some of the biggest health issues faced by men: prostate cancer, testicular cancer, mental health, suicide prevention. We know what works for men and how to find and fund the most innovative research to both global and also, just another thing, guys, support your local Orthodox church and advocate for your priest to really talk about these issues. Ask your priest, like, hey, like, there's a lot of young men that are struggling. Can we talk about this month at some point? I think it's very important. So, with that being said, God bless. Have a wonderful day. And VTubers out there, if any VTuber wants to, like, show me and, like, have me on and show me the ropes of what VTubing's all about, yeah, let me know, because I am always interested in learning new things. So, God bless, and have a wonderful day.